Today we're going to be taking a look at the Megahouse Variable Action Heroes One Piece Boa Hancock. Big boobs! So what is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Variable Action Heroes Boa Hancock. So let's get into it right away and start off with the packaging. So we do get the basic style box for Megahouse's One Piece line. We do get the window right there in the front of the box, says One Piece on the top, an image of Boa Hancock right there on the right, says Boa Hancock, Toei Animation, and Megahouse. And then there's the bottom of the box with the blah 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 stuff that nobody cares about with an image of Boa Hancock there. Then there's the top of the box, just says Variable Action Heroes. And then there's the one side of the box with a very nice image of the figure on the bottom. And then there's the other side of the box with another very nice image of the figure there. And then the back of the packaging shows a bunch of different poses you can get the figure into along with some of her accessories. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure open and take a closer look at Big Boobs McGee. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look at the Snake Princess here. And man, what a beautiful piece. Megahouse did an amazing job with this figure. The face sculpt looks just like Boa Hancock, so nice job on that. And very beautiful paintwork on the anime eyes right there, so those do look very nice. We do get her snake earrings. They are connected to the front of her hair, but it does look like it's connected to her ears, so nice job on that. And I do have like a little gap in between the top of the snake head and the bottom part of her hair, but on this side it's just connected right to the bottom part of her hair, and it looks much better on that side compared to the other side. The sculpt of the hair looks great on this figure, and we do get some beautiful paint shading along the top of her hair right there. And then we do get some on the lower part of the hair as well, so very nice job on the hair. And it is articulated just like the Nami figure. And those boobs right there, definitely my favorite thing about this figure. Yeah, I know I'm being perverted, but those look beautiful. My god, Megahouse did an amazing job with those huge Boa Hancock boobs. But beautiful sculpt work on them, and we get some very nice paint shading on the skin tone right at the top of the chest and between the boobs, then on the stomach as well. And the lower part of the stomach, it looks like there's very subtle paint shading, but not as much as there is up here. Now for her blouse or shirt, whatever you want to call it, it is like a metallic type of maroon, so I like that they did that. And there is paint shading all throughout it, so that looks great on this figure here. And then these black lines going all around her boobs on her blouse there. Very nice clean paintwork. None of them are all crooked or messing up the pattern, so that looks very nice. And we do get a little bit of sculpted wrinkles on the shoulder on her arms there. And then we get these pieces on her lower arms. Now it is a translucent plastic, and I like how they made it like pink, and then it kind of fades to clear, so that does look very cool. And the black lines, beautiful paintwork on both sides, nice clean paint on them. No mess ups or anything like that, so nice job on that piece there. And then the back of the shirt there, very nice sculpted wrinkles on the back, so I like that they added that on there. And then the pieces up here on the shoulder, they're separate pieces to hide the shoulder joints, so nice job on that. And then we do get the Boa Hancock butt, and if you're a pervert like me, yes, she is wearing a thong, so I like that they did that. And then the dress piece is 3 separate pieces, so we get this one here. And then we get this one here, which is on a ball joint, and then the front piece, which is also on a ball joint. So I like that they have 2 of the pieces on a ball joint, but this gets a little irritating trying to position it right so it hides the gap on this side, because that is a crazy looking gap, and it just looks ugly if you don't have all the pieces lined up correctly. But this piece here, I really like the sculpt work on the piece going around the waist, and they did put a very nice pink paint shading all throughout it, so that does look great. You get the sculpted knot up there as well, so nice job on that. Then we do get like a snake type design on her dress. Very nice sculpt work all throughout it on each of the pieces there. And clean paintwork as well, so nice job on the dress piece there. Now for her legs. One thing to notice though, the leg joints just look really ugly, so you just need to always have this piece covering them, because those joints just look really bad if they are exposed. But very nice sculpt work on the legs. We do get a little bit of paint shading on the knees, and it looks like there's a tiny bit at the upper thigh there. Nice sculpt work on the lower legs as well. There's the back of the legs. And then we do get some paint shading around the ankles. We get her feet with her heels on, and the heels are sculpted on there, so I like that they did that. They're not just painted on. Nice clean paint work on them. There's the bottom of them, which are all gray. I mean, overall, I think they did an outstanding job on this Boa Hancock, and right now she is my favorite chick in the Variable Action Heroes One Piece line. They really made a beautiful figure right here, and she is one of my favorite characters from the show. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, we get a decent amount of stuff included with Boa Hancock. So we do get her cloak here, and it is articulated right here at the top, these two pieces, so you can articulate them, so I like that they did that. And there's beautiful paint shading all throughout it, and very nice sculpt work on it as well. I mean, that looks dope. And then we do get these pieces up on the shoulders, very nice sculpt and paint on those. And it is magnetized, and she has a magnet somewhere in her back, because all you do is just put it on, and it just stays on there. So I like that they made it a magnet instead of like a peg or something like that. So very cool, we get that. And then we also get this effect, which is caused from her Love Devil Fruit. I believe that's the devil fruit that she ate, but it's a very nice pink translucent plastic, and they did a nice job with it. And then we do get a pair of interchangeable hands here, and you just slide them. As you can see, there's slots for the hands. You just slide the left one there, and then the right one there, so you can have her using her devil fruit ability. So pretty cool that we get that. And then we also get 8 interchangeable hands, so we do get a pair of fists, and I believe these are the same ones that we get with Nami, but there's some nice paint shading all throughout the hand, and they did paint the fingernails pink, and there's nice clean paint work on them, so we do get a pair of fists. And then we also get a pair of these interchangeable hands, where her pointer fingers are extended and the pinky's up a little bit, so nice job on these. And then we also get a pair of these open resting hands, nice paint shading on them, nice clean paint on the fingernails. And then finally, we get these interchangeable hands, which is meant for her effect piece, where she's using her devil fruit power when she's doing that. But nice clean paint work on these and nice sculpt work. Those are all the interchangeable hands, and then we also get 4 interchangeable faces, and then 1 interchangeable hair piece. So we get this face here that comes on the figure out of the packaging that we took a look at before, and very nice paint and sculpt work on it. Very nice paint work on the eyes. So nice job on that one there. And then we also get the blushing face. Nice paint and sculpt. Nice job on that one. And then we also get the angry teeth gritted face sculpt. Nice paint and sculpt once again. They did such very nice paint work on the eyes. And then finally we get like the yelling, screaming face sculpt here. Very nice paint and sculpt again, especially around the mouth too. And the way you interchange the faces is you take her hair off at the bangs here. You pop the face off, put the new one on, and then there you go. The only thing, it seems like paint rubs very easily and gets on these faces, so be careful of that. And then we finally get the interchangeable hair piece, which goes on back here, so you probably can articulate her head back more. Let me show you how to do it. So pop that off, pop off the face, take the back part of the hair off. You gotta unpeg the lower part of the hair. There we go. Take the new one here. Make sure you put it in the correct peg there. Come on, you bastard. And once you get that piece on, just line it back up on the neck peg, the hair, and then get the face on there as well. And just peg the face back in like so. And then take the front of the hair and put that on. And then there you go, as simple as that. And then you could have her head articulated all the way back. But anyway, those are all the accessories included with Boa Hancock. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. Now for the height of Big Boobs McGee here, she stands a little bit under 7.5 inches tall, and then here she is compared to the Variable Action Heroes Sabo, the Variable Action Heroes Portgas D. Ace, and the Variable Action Heroes Monkey D. Luffy. And then here she is compared to the Variable Action Heroes Tony Chopper, the Variable Action Heroes Dracul Mihawk, the Variable Action Heroes Nami, and the Variable Action Heroes Trafalgar Law. And then here she is compared to the SH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Collective Shadowland Daredevil. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. let's keep moving on with the rest of the review! So now for a quick boob comparison for my fellow perverts. They definitely got it anime accurate because Boa Hancock's boobs are much larger than Nami's. I feel like her boobs are the biggest in the show, so very happy about that. But anyway, let's continue on. Now for the articulation, we do get a ball hinge at her hair, just like with the Nami figure. It does go up and down, side to side, and it also pivots. We do get 2 points at the neck, one at the upper neck and one at the lower neck, so the upper neck joint looks up about that much. Will get hindered by the hair a little bit, of course. She does look down a decent amount. Really don't get much pivot at that upper neck joint. Does swivel. The lower neck joint, nice forward and back movement, great pivot, and also swivel. So nice movement at the hair and neck joints. Now we do get a point of articulation at the midsection on the torso. No waist movement though, but you can actually shift the torso joint up a little bit. And she does have very nice forward and back movement. Very nice pivot and also swivel, so nice movement at the torso articulation. Now for the shoulders, we do get a nice armpit joint at the shoulder here, so you can get a nice circular motion out of the shoulder, so I do like that. They do go all the way up, but the weird thing is this piece that hides the shoulder joint kind of looks odd in certain positions, so you just gotta like shift it back so it looks a little bit normal. The arms do go up and down. No bicep swivel, you will have to use it at the shoulder, or you could use it at the elbow joint. We do get a single bend at the elbow that bends in a little more than 90 degrees. We do get the swivel at the lower bicep and then swivel at the upper arm. We have a swivel and a hinge at the wrist, but that joint did get a little loose from interchanging hands, so that is a little bit disappointing. We do get 2 ball joints, one at the front part of the dress and one at the side part. So it does swivel, pivot side to side, and up and down. And then the front piece, let me get it back on, does swivel, pivot side to side, and up and down as well. So cool, that's on ball joints, so it doesn't hinder too much leg articulation. But the legs, I feel like they should have been a little bit tighter. They're not as tight as they should be, and I feel like over time, some of these joints are going to get really loose, which is kind of typical for Megahouse. They really need to make more sturdy joints or make the joints tighter. But the legs do kick forward, about 90 degrees. They go to the back a decent amount, and then they kick out to the side a little less than 90 degrees. Then we do get swivel at the upper thigh there. We have a single bend at the knee that bends back a little more than 90 degrees. We do get a swivel at the ankle, but it does get hindered a little bit by the lower ankle pieces. Her ankles only hinge up a tiny bit, then down a decent amount, and then we get a little bit of pivot and some toe articulation. So overall, I'm very happy with the movement we get with this Boa Hancock. It's just, I feel like over time the joints are going to get very loose, and that's just something that's very disappointing with the figure. You don't want that happening when you have floppy, loose joints. But overall, I'm very happy with the movement with this piece. But overall, I do recommend this figure, especially if you're a big One Piece fan, if Boa Hancock's one of your favorite characters, or if you're a big fan of boobs. This is definitely a must-have for your collection. I think Megahouse really did an outstanding job with this figure, and I love having it in my collection, so I do recommend this 100%. Some of the issues or complaints I have, my main one is I feel like over time some of the joints are going to get very loose, and already the wrist and the leg joints are starting to get loose on me, so that is very disappointing. Megahouse needs to fix that. Another is I'm noticing black paint rubbing onto the interchangeable faces from her hair, so that gets a little irritating and you have to be careful of that. And my last issue has to deal with interchanging the hands, and I noticed this a lot with the Variable Action Heroes line. When you interchange the hands, the wrist peg snaps in half, and half of it stays in the hand while the other half stays in the wrist. They need to stop letting that happen, because that is so frustrating and annoying. So hopefully Megahouse fixes that with future releases. But other than that, I love this figure, or maybe I'm in love with this figure, because they did a fantastic job with it. The articulation is pretty good for the most part. You get some nice movement with it. And then the accessories I'm perfectly fine with. I think we get a bunch of awesome stuff included with Boa Hancock. And finally, the detail, my favorite part. Definitely hands down, pervert alert, is her boobs. They did an excellent job with it, and throughout the entire figure, they did a nice job with the paint and sculpt, and I'm very satisfied with how this Boa Hancock figure turned out, and I love having it in my collection. And if you would like to get this figure for your collection, she does retail for about 65 through 70 bucks. I got mine from Japan from Ami Ami. I know my buddy from Ageless Geeks will be getting this in stock, so if you'd like to get yours, head over to agelessgeeks.com today. But anyway, that is my review of the Variable Action Heroes One Piece Boa Hancock. Hope you enjoyed my review. If you want to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome, and she has really big boobs. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. With the blah 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 stuff that nobody cares about, with an image of Boa Hancock, and then there's whoops, and then there's the top of the box. Really nothing much. And we do get the window right there. In the front of the box says there in the front of the box says One Piece image of Boa. Front of the box says One Piece and image of there in the front of the box says One Piece and box says One Piece on the top and image of the but Megahouse did do a very nice job with the figure. So now for the articulation, whoops, and it can pivot a little as well, so nice point, what? She could look up about that much, what the heck? For interchangeable haste, what? And it is magnetized, as you can see right there, so she, damn you! Do get a tiny bit of pivot. Now for her arms here, we do get a little bit of sculpted wrinkles up by the shoulder, then the rest of it is kind of just no sculpt, no